abandoned dog, was about to give up his life, but when this little girl found him, a miracle happens. For weeks, the dog wandered the streets, searching for food, shelter, and love. Once, he had been part of a family, but that was before he was discarded like trash, left behind without a second thought. The harsh reality of life on the streets began to take its toll on him. His paws were sore, and his body was weak from hunger. His coat, once soft and shiny, was now a tangled mess, and his once bright eyes now showed the signs of defeat. With each passing day, the dog became more resigned to his fate. He no longer believed that anyone would come to save him. He had been abandoned, and he was starting to believe that he was destined to live the rest of his life in misery, or worse, to die alone in that cold alley. The dog's spirit, which had once been full of hope, was starting to fade. But then, just when the dog was about to give up, something incredible happened. A small voice called out, piercing through the quiet of the alley. "Here, boy, come here." The dog's ears perked up, and for the first time in days, his heart skipped a beat. He couldn't believe it. Someone was calling him. Someone was offering him attention. As he lifted his head, he saw her, a little girl, no more than 7 years old, with bright eyes full of kindness. She was holding a piece of bread in her small hand, her face lit with a gentle smile. The dog hesitated at first, unsure if he could trust her, but the warmth in her eyes and the sound of her voice made him take a step forward. With every cautious movement, he could feel something stirring inside him, the spark of hope that he had long forgotten. The little girl knelt down, extending her hand toward him, and with trembling paws, the dog took a step closer. The moment the dog touched the little girl's hand, something miraculous happened. It wasn't just the feeling of food, though his hunger was immense, or the warmth of a human touch. It was the feeling of being seen, of being loved, even in his broken state. The girl gently stroked his fur, whispering soft words of comfort. She told him he was safe now, and that she would never leave him. Her name was Lily, and she had been walking home from school when she found him. Something about the abandoned dog tugged at her heart, and without a second thought, she ran home to get some food and water for him. Her parents, moved by her compassion, decided to help, and together they brought the dog to a local vet for treatment. The dog, once on the brink of giving up, began to recover. Slowly but surely, his fur started to shine again, and his eyes, once filled with despair, began to show a glimmer of trust and happiness. Lily's love and care brought him back to life, both physically and emotionally. He went from a broken, abandoned soul to a thriving, joyful dog, all because one little girl saw him when no one else did. Months passed, and the transformation was nothing short of a miracle. The dog, now named Max, was unrecognizable. He had gained weight, his coat was smooth and shiny, and his eyes sparkled with the joy of a second chance at life. Max followed Lily everywhere, always by her side, as if to say, "Thank you for saving me." The bond between the girl and the dog grew stronger with each passing day. Lily would take him on walks, and they would play together in the park, laughing as Max chased after sticks and tried to catch the ball. The dog, once on the verge of giving up, now had a purpose. He had a family, a home, and the love he so desperately needed. Lily's parents, touched by the story of how their daughter had saved Max, decided to adopt him officially, and he became a permanent member of their family. No longer was Max the abandoned dog. He was now a beloved companion, cherished by everyone who met him. Max's story doesn't just stop with him. It's a reminder to all of us about the power of compassion and the difference one act of kindness can make. Lily didn't see Max as just a stray dog. She saw him as a soul in need of love, just like anyone else. Her simple act of reaching out, of offering a piece of bread and a gentle touch, saved Max's life. If you ever see someone or something in need, don't hesitate to act. Your compassion could be the miracle that changes someone's life forever, just like Lily did for Max. Together, we can make this world a better place, one act of kindness at a time.